Like Kendrick Lamar deals with some real. So no, Jay Prince, you can't call Kendrick Lamar up and say, "Hey, let me come pull up on you and let me threaten you and let me make you make a video like you're being held hostage, and then we take a photo and I'm putting up the gun signs." Like you can't do that with Kendrick Lamar. I'm sorry. You can't do that with him. We're gonna be talking about Drake now. Apparently he got Not Like Us banned from being played in Houston. He's not from Houston. He's from Canada, of course, but they saying because he frequents in Houston and he got a home there or whatever, that he's banning it from being played. Now, I don't know how true that is, but according to I guess a party goer or also a DJ, he got Not Like Us banned from being played in Houston. And this is from someone named Black Unicorn. Nicki Mo, Drake really got Not Like Us banned in Houston. But then there was another person who came back and said they got in trouble for playing Not Like Us. And my thing is like, how can you get in trouble for playing a song, especially if people are requesting it? And so this girl, DJ Ari, was like, yeah, I done already got in trouble a few times for playing it at some clubs. Now, my thing is, how can y'all allow someone who's not even from Houston to ban a song from being played? Granted, I know the song is about him, but y'all letting him run Houston like that? Like he got that much motion in Houston that he could tell y'all what to play and what not to play? That's kind of crazy to me. But then of course, people hooping and hollering, like, oh no, he didn't get it banned. He got it banned. Some people were like, it's only banned at certain places that he frequents or that he has some type of connection to or whatever. And it's like, don't play that there. Hey, J Money, what's going on? And it's like, but still, if he's not there, I'm gonna play the hottest song in the country. Like, I'm sorry, it's about you and it's calling you a pedophile and all of that, but we're gonna play that because that's what the people are there to hear. They want to hear that song. And you're not even from Houston, so how do you have this control over what people can and can't play in and outside of Houston? So, of course, it hit the blogs. Everyone had their 2 cents to say. Everybody had their opinion. And then I guess the girl, the DJ, who said, yeah, she got in trouble for playing the song in Houston, came back and was like, she didn't get in trouble in that it wasn't Drake or Jay Prince who told her she couldn't play the song. It was actually a producer. So she reposted the neighborhood talk and said the headlines can be misleading. Drake nor Jay Prince never told me not to play the song. Promoters and people that respect those guys told me not to, and it was understood. That's all. That's all. Now, my thing is, you should not have added on to the original tweet that said Not Like Us was banned in Houston because this girl, Black Unicorn Nicki Mo, said Drake specifically said Not Like Us can be played. So, what is the truth? So, it's like, what's the truth? Did they get back to you and say, hey, don't say that because it's making them look bad? Or is that the truth? And if it's the truth, then let it be the truth. I can understand him not wanting it to be played because it's calling him a pedophile and all types of stuff. That wouldn't look good. Hey Jinlin, what's going on, girl? But yeah, so apparently Not Like Us was banned, but then again, it wasn't banned. It's the producers and the promoters saying, hey, don't play this song at specific areas that Drake is known to frequent. But when you look it up in Houston on the Apple Music, apparently they playing it regularly. So I don't know, Drake. You're just gonna have to deal with it. You're just gonna have to deal with it because it's the hot song. Everybody want to play it. Everybody want to listen to it. Like, Why wouldn't they want to hear it? And plus, you're not from Houston. You don't get to control what's played and what's not played. I'm from Texas, and I'm disappointed in Houston how they're allowing a foreigner to come and run the city. What I thought was the people who are the face of Houston was Beyonce, maybe even Megan. But y'all letting Drake come run Houston? Be for real. Be so serious. Y'all letting Drake run Houston. And then the people can't even go to certain clubs because allegedly you don't want Not Like Us played. You don't want no Kendrick played. That ain't fair. That is not fair. And that's not right. You're being a sore loser, Drake. You really are. You're being a sore loser. Like Jay said, if the shoe was on the other foot, you want your music played everywhere. Nobody will be talking about, oh, they tired of this. They tired of hearing Not Like Us. Everybody play it too much. Blah, blah, blah. No. Y'all will be running it into the ground every chance you get.
Was always bragging about Jay Prince having his back and all those deep ties in Houston. Well, guess what? Those days are over. After Kendrick warned Drake that he's ready to go further down that rabbit hole if he pushes him again, the streets are buzzing that Jay Prince wants absolutely nothing to do with Drake anymore. Now, if you've been keeping tabs on Drake and Jay Prince's relationship, you'll know that Jay Prince has been fighting Drake's battles left, right, and center for years. Jay Prince stepped in and squashed that beef with Kanye, put NBA YoungBoy in his place when he came for Drake, and even checked Diddy after he slapped Drake. But here's where things get spicy, y'all. Jay Prince has been
First of all, Drake, you letting people just slap you? That's wild to me. You a grown man and you getting smacked by people. Like, I get it, you might get beat up, but at least fight back. At least fight back.
Completely silent during Drake's ongoing beef with Kendrick. And honey, it looks like Jay Prince is no longer in Drake's corner. This explains why the beef with Kendrick has gotten so messy because, let's be real, if Jay Prince was involved, there's no way he let his cash cow get roasted this bad. So why exactly did Jay Prince abandon Drake all of a sudden? Well, word on the street is that Drake either backstabbed his daddy or maybe Jay Prince got scared Kendrick could expose some dark stuff he's allegedly involved in down there in Houston. And when I
Well, Kendrick did kind of mention Jay Prince in Euphoria, right? His daddy is Junior. He want to be killer. They must have forgot the shit that they done. The mention was running this family. Yeah. So I don't know. I remember that. Jay Prince won't stop protecting Drake when he can. Drake makes him too much money. That's what I'm thinking. Unless Drake decided, hey, I'm not paying y'all no more, like y'all using me. Because I don't see why he would stop. Unless something actually happened. Clearly, because he gotta pay for all of this type of mob tie protection and stuff like that. Like, I've never known no one who grew up in a suburban area, a nice suburban Jewish community, and then when they get in their 30s, they decide they want to be gangster. Where they do that at? Oh yeah, I love that part class. Yeah, kind of shut him down with 2 bars. They was like, I don't want nothing to do with that. He said he calling you a pedophile. He exposing your alleged daughter. He's saying you got pill popping problems. You got women problems. You might be gay. He telling all the business. I don't want him telling nothing. You on your own.
I say dark stuff, I mean, the streets of Houston are buzzing that Jay Prince might be mixed up in some Diddy-level shenanigans, like smuggling women, shady dealings, the whole 9 yards. And that's not all. Apparently, Area 29 Clubs in Houston is where Jay Prince's son is allegedly transferring young women for Drake and his OVO crew. Remember that ongoing line of Family Matters? Drop a 50 bag for the mob in the spot. Drop a 50 bag, 29 for the thought. On top of that, rumors have been swirling around for some time now about Prince Prince's alleged involvement in the tragic death of Migos rapper Takeoff. And there's a line on Kendrick's diss track Euphoria that some have interpreted as Kendrick warning Jay Prince and Drake that he knows the real truth about Takeoff's death. Now, for my own sake, let's just say these are all rumors and speculations, and I'm just telling you what people are saying on these internet streets. So, the $1,000,000 question is, did Jay Prince really abandon Drake? And why is Jay Prince suddenly nowhere to be seen when he used to squash all of Drake's beefs? Let's break this down.
Okay, y'all. So they about to break it down and tell us what the fuck going on. Now I'm gonna just say all of this is allegedly. All of this is allegedly. Drake stuck being a teenage boy, but he almost 40. It's ridiculous. Not Diddy level. What Cat Williams said, Diddy like to play, you gotta tell him no. Diddy like the party, you gotta tell him no. You have to.
You know, we couldn't get caught up in that. Right. That was a moment. Right. You know what I mean? We big pitching thinking. Right. So we had to keep it moving.
So if you're not clued in on who Jay Prince is and what his deal with Drake is.
Wait, so did he just say he couldn't get caught up in that and they had to keep it moving? Because you got caught up in the Pusha T thing. So why you want to get caught up in that?
Suddenly nowhere to be seen when he used to squash all of Drake's beefs. Let's break this down.
And we couldn't get caught up in that. Right. That was a moment. Right. You know what I mean? We big pitching thinking. Right. So we had to keep it moving.
So if you're not clued in on who Jay Prince is and what his deal with Drake is, let me spill the tea. Back in the 80s, Jay Prince was a major kingpin in Houston, Texas. He ran with a crew that had a vice-like grip on the city. But as the heat from the game started to catch up with him, Jay Prince decided to go legit. He made his big move into the music industry by founding Rap-A-Lot Records in 1987. This label gave us the legendary Ghetto Boys with Bushwick Bill, Scarface, and Willie D. You probably know their hit Mind Playing Tricks on Me. Jay Prince also launched the careers of artists Zero, Devin the Dude, Do or Die, and many others. Rap-A-Lot Records and Jay Prince are often credited with pioneering the Southern rap scene. Jay Prince also had a close relationship with UGK's Pimp C and Bun B, two Southern legends that Drake constantly referenced.
Jay Prince and this gun hand, it kills me.
In his songs. Drake and Bun B have actually been pretty tight ever since Bun B featured on Drake's So Far Gone back in 2009. And Drake is always singing his praises.
Hey, cameraman.
You know what's crazy? What just clicked is that Drake be disrespecting Megan Thee Stallion. And I don't get that. Especially since you be in Houston. I guess them dudes ain't willing to protect Meg because she not paying them or none and needing protection. But I don't like the fact that you be in Houston running around these streets and you be disrespecting Meg Thee Stallion. That shit is whack. That shit is so whack.
Make sure you gotta get this man raised me in the game right here. You gotta get this man on camera real quick. Yeah. Get the legendary Bun B on camera real quick. This is my dog right here. Raised me up from a little puppy dog.
Bun B did not raise you, Drake. Bun B did not raise you. What? Oh my God. Why do he lie so much? You was not listening to no fucking Bun B when you was growing up. That's how old he's a character. He's a character. Probably wanted to smash Meg. Zion, you know he did. He was a fan of Meg. If I had the picture, I would post it. But he was a big fan of Meg. And I think she dissed him, turned him down. And ever since then, he been being salty. It's a rinse, wash, and repeat cycle with Drake, especially when it comes to women. He did the same thing with Ice Spice. She popped off with That Much song. And then he slid in her DMs. I guess she didn't respond to him because then he unfollowed her. Like, he's so lame. So lame.
Now, Jay Prince used to be known for always getting his way and never taking no for an answer. And depending on who you ask, some will say he's a highly respected OG, while others think of him as nothing more than a using strong arm tactics to get what he wants. Anyway, fast forward to 2006, and Jay Prince's son, Jazz Prince, discovers Drake on MySpace and slides right into his DMs. Jazz thought Drake had something special and wasted no time introducing him to his dad, Jay Prince, and Lil Wayne.
Your dad told you to go out and find artists with a buzz.
Yeah.
Who'd you find?
Drake.
That was the first artist you found.
That was my, yep. My first artist that I went out to look for. I knew, I came across all the artists. I came across Soulja Boy before. I came across, that was when, everybody was, popping. That part of, a rock star group, I came across a lot of people, but Drake was something that, when I heard, I was like, I get it.
Okay, so you're in Houston, Drake is in Canada.
Yeah.
How did you come?
Yeah, I was about to say that. How did you come across Drake all the way in Canada? I was wondering. Jamal, I'm gonna do it Saturday. I was supposed to do it last Saturday, but I had a power outage in my house, so it kind of threw my schedule off. But I'm gonna do it Saturday. I'm gonna go live. Drake definitely ain't listen to UGK because he wouldn't act like he acts if he does. Pimp said, "Never let a chance nigga ride." For the last, yeah. Drake be lying. Once a lame, always a lame. Exactly. Always a fucking lame. He's a dweeb.
Across Drake.
MySpace. I'm the internet man.
This nigga is lying through his dirty teeth.
I know how to get on there and find what I like. And I came across his page and I was like, and I looked like Toronto. I think that was the first time I ever even heard of Toronto, Canada. Honestly, I was like, Toronto, where the hell is that at? Like, he's dope. I sent him.
So you didn't actually find him. He was already there with a sound and chilling.
A message and he responded. So
okay. So you found Drake on MySpace.
It was brand new. It was, I think, a comeback season mixtape, and he had a video, Replacement Girl, him and Trey Songz. That's where I was like, okay.
Now, at first, neither Jay Prince nor Lil Wayne were all that impressed with Drake. But Jazz was so convinced that Drake was the next big thing that he even sent Drake some Lil Wayne beats to rap over. Eventually, Lil Wayne got on board with Drake, and the rest is history. Drake mentions this on Look What You've Done, where he raps, "Then Wayne calls up my phone. Conversation wasn't that long. Gets me a flight to Houston in the morning. Oh, it's my time. Yeah, it's on. He's thinking of signing me. I come home, we make a mixtape with 17 songs, and almost get a Grammy off that thing. They love your son, man. That boy gone." So in 2007, Jay Prince signed Drake to Aspire Music Group, a label partly owned by his son Jazz and Lil Wayne's manager Cortez Bryant. This move is why everyone says Jay Prince played a huge role in getting Drake his big break with Young Money. So basically, Jay Prince gave Drake his early cosign, which is why Drake always talks about how he's loyal to Houston. And in return, Jay Prince has been fighting Drake's battles and
Look at Kanye. He looked like he's scared. Like Jay Prince holding a gun to his head. What the hell? Because it doesn't sound right. Hey. Why does Kanye look terrified?
keeping his rap beefs from escalating into something that could affect them both. It's the reason why when Jay Prince called for a ceasefire in the Pusha T and Drake feud, Drake quickly fell in line. And Jay Prince claimed this wasn't necessarily because Drake was scared of him, but out of deep respect.
So he they daddy, basically? If I'm going to war with somebody and you expose my child, and you try to hurt me, can't nobody get me off of your ass. We doing this for 30 days and 30 nights. Fuck Jay Prince. What? Seriously, look at me being held hostage. What the fuck is going on?
Ended the beef between Drake and Pusha. I guess you could say that.
Now jump ahead to 2021, and J. Prince swooped in once again to rescue Drake from his feud with Kanye West. He worked his magic and got them to put their beef aside for a concert supporting Larry Hoover, the ex-gang leader who got a life sentence back.
What the fuck is he? Conflict resolution? Like what? Eli, that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Back in 1997 for his role in Chicago's Gangsta Disciples. J. Prince tweeted at the time, "I met with Kanye West in H-Town at the Rothko Chapel. It wasn't in my plans to meet him there, but I must say, I'm glad I didn't allow a worship place for God to detour our meeting." J. Prince even popped up in that bizarre video where Kanye looked like he was being held hostage while talking about squashing his beef with Drake.
Yo, this is Jay and J. Prince. I'm making this video to address the ongoing back and forth between myself and Drake.
I've never seen this video, and I'm like flabbergasted. The difference is J. Prince can't touch Kendrick on some street shit. Exactly. Exactly. That shit that you do in Houston, whatever you do in Houston is some shit that you do in Houston. But we operate different on this side. Like Kanye, I've never seen this video. He looked like they're holding Northwest hostage in the background if they don't make the video. And that's funny as fuck because Northwest was at the Kendrick concert.
Both me and Drake have taken shots at each other, and it's time to put it to rest. I'm asking Drake on December 7th to join me on stage as a special guest to share the 2 biggest albums of the year, live in Los Angeles, with the ultimate purpose being to free Larry Hoover. I believe this event will not only bring awareness to our cause, but prove to people everywhere how much more we can accomplish when we lay our pride to the side and come together.
But even though Kanye and Drake managed to play nice for the night, their truce didn't.
Did that man say beautiful?
Lay our pride to the side and come together.
But even though Kanye and Drake managed to play.
Yeah. they threatened Kanye. He had to. Because ain't no way. What? That's crazy. The fuck is going on, man? J. Prince stayed there. Make them more funny. Exactly. Like J. Prince, you ain't had to be in that video. And Kanye, why are you reading it off? Like, why can't it just come from the heart? I don't know what rock I've been living under, but that is hilarious.
Nice for the night. Their truce didn't last long. On Circo Loco, a track from Drake and 21 Savage's 2022 joint album, Her Loss, Drake raps, "Linking with the Ops. I did that ish for J. Prince." Kanye also recently joined the Drake versus Everybody beef by dropping a remix to Like That, the Kendrick-assisted track by Future and Metro Boomin that is.
When Kanye got on that song, say, "Yo, Dot, I got you." Nobody asked you to do that. Nobody asked you to do that, Kanye.
Ignited an industry-wide war with Drake. Now back to Drake's other baby daddy, J. Prince. Fast forward to May 2020.
No, she didn't call him his baby daddy.
And Prince was back fighting Drake's battles yet again. He stepped in to make sure NBA YoungBoy's beef with Drake didn't escalate and warned YoungBoy to take Drake off his enemy list. YoungBoy had thrown shade at Drake on his album Richest Op, calling him out for allegedly refusing to collaborate with him out of loyalty to YoungBoy's rival Lil Durk. On the track, F the Industry Part 2, YoungBoy raps, "Talked to Drake cross FaceTime. He wasn't feeling me. Told me that he F with Durk. Damn, that ish getting to me. Told me that he liked the ish I'm doing, but he can't do ish with me. So when we cross our ways, F what you say, B, you my enemy." And that's when J. Prince stepped in and posted a photo of his meeting with YoungBoy and Birdman on Instagram, along with a long message warning young.
Bruh, what the fuck is he the head of conflict resolution? Like, why is he posing with everybody Drake got beef with? Yeah, Kanye, sit the fuck down. Ain't nobody asked you to join. Ain't nobody asked you. Kendrick said, I'm doing this alone. Whatever you niggas want to do, that's with y'all. But me, I'm doing this by myself. Jay Prince is a hilarious motherfucker. He thought I'm pretty sure he probably reached out to someone at PG Lane, Top Dog, or something, and was like, yo, can we, Kendrick's probably like, nigga, fuck you. Fuck you. He definitely had an HR. He gotta be. Because ain't no way.
Young boy to squash his beef with Drake once and for all. Jay Prince wrote, I must address the song where my name and Drake's name were mentioned. To the little homie, as I said to you privately, I say to you publicly that Drake is my son. He rolled with me. Therefore, I think it's a good idea to take him off your enemy list because the truth of the matter is we got nothing but love for Dirk and your accomplishments. When I put Drake on that FaceTime call with you, my intent was for y'all to move forward, not backwards. Two things we get every day is a chance and a choice. The choices we make determine our destination. So as you can see,
my nigga, is that a threat? That sounded like a threat. I don't know, y'all. That sounds like a threat to y'all. Because that sounds like a threat to me. What the hell you mean? The choice is your destination or whatever the fuck he said. Nigga, what? Don't threaten me. Because your son a bitch. Oh my God. Jay Prince, baby daddy number 1, Lucius Green, baby daddy number 2. And that baby daddy number 2, keep his ass on a hamster wheel. Make that money. That's why he can't sit down. Drake, you're being extorted. You getting turned every which way but loose. I know that butt hurt.
See, Drake's daddy, Jay Prince, was always there by Drake's side whenever Drake got into it with another rapper. But word on the street is that their relationship changed after Takeoff's tragic death in Houston back in November 2022. Jay Prince's son, Jazz, was apparently in charge of protecting Migos while they were in Houston. And there's been a lot of speculation about Takeoff's death possibly being a setup. And since Drake collabed with Migos and went on a whole tour with them back in 2018, it was a sticky situation, which is probably why Drake stayed quiet as a mouse on Takeoff's death. Now here's where it gets even messier. So you know how on Euphoria, Kendrick raps, his daddy a killer, he wanna be Junior. They must have forgot the ish that they done. Dementia must run in his family, but let it get shaky, I'll park his son. Now some people first thought Kendrick was talking about Drake's real daddy, Dennis, while others are convinced it was a reference to Birdman. But fans are now speculating that this was actually a reference to Jay Prince's son, Jazz Prince's alleged involvement in Takeoff's death, and that Kendrick was essentially warning Jay Prince to stay out of his beef before he exposes his son. And it looks like the warning worked because Jay Prince has been completely silent on Drake's beef with Kendrick. Kendrick got the whole industry to clown Drake, and Jay Prince is yet to say a word in support of his son. In fact, when they recently asked Jay Prince to comment on Kendrick's viral diss track, Not Like Us, this was his reaction.
James, last question. Do you like You Not Like Us?
You Not Like Us is fucking hilarious. The song is called Not Like Us. Not You Not Like Us. He probably can't turn loose. Nothing surprises me anymore.
Thank you, Jay Prince.
He's petty facting him.
But Jay Prince Jr. did give his opinion that no one asked for.
You need to be f***ing me up, right? Because you try to glorify bull. Like you try to glorify soft shit. You try to glorify that ain't that this flaw.
What?
We know when flaw when we deal with them in the streets. We know when flaw. Like we understand that they flaw. We don't capitalize off their flawness though, because we'll capitalize off real. We ain't gonna capitalize off no being flawed.
Didn't Jay Prince grow up in a gated community? What is all this street stuff? He another Drake. What is all this street stuff?
Hell, we understand what a weak as hell. Then you're street.
And what is he even talking about? I'm losing brain cells listening to him.
Call himself a street nigga. He could be a street, but he's still weak as hell. We don't capitalize and try to glorify it. No, We gonna sit and have conversations about strong as us. We gonna have conversations about niggas weak as hell.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what he was saying. So where's that
Okay, so
energy
it's not
Jay
just
Prince
me.
had for Pusha, Kanye, Youngboy, and others when they came for Drake? This Kendrick situation is the biggest beef of Drake's career, and Drake's daddy has nothing to say about it. Well, word on the street is that
because you can't play with Kendrick Lamar like that. He's actually lived and seen the things that they pretend to be about and rap about. You can't play with Kendrick Lamar like that. Eli, what was he talking about? For real, Jen? Like what? They flaw. We don't capitalize or flaw this, flaw that. The only person I know flaw is Flaw J, and she played basketball at LSU. What are you talking about, sir? What are you talking about?
after Kendrick sent those warning shots, seemingly referencing Josh Prince and Takeoff's death, Jay Prince completely abandoned Drake. One fan said, K. Dot just told Jay Prince, don't let it get shaky, I'll park your son, just so he know what timing he was on. And another fan added, Prince knows he can't F with the West Coast. He knows he better watch his mouth because this is the wild, wild West, and we don't give a... But what's your take on this Jay Prince situation? Do you think he abandoned Drake because he's scared of what Kendrick might reveal?
Okay, that was culture covered. That was an interesting video. I don't know if Jay Prince doesn't mess with Drake anymore. I didn't get that from that. I just got that they can't play those same games that he was playing with Pusha T and NBA Youngboy and Kanye West. You can't play those same games with Kendrick Lamar because he's not cut from that industry politic bullshit. Like Kendrick Lamar deals with some real. So no, Jay Prince, you can't call Kendrick Lamar up and say, "Hey, let me come pull up on you and let me threaten you and let me make you make a video like you're being held hostage, and then we take a photo and I'm putting up the gun signs." Like you can't do that with Kendrick Lamar. I'm sorry. You can't do that with him. Because if you want to play those games, we could play those games. I promise you don't want to go there. I promise you. These people's crazy. Keep that bullshit in Houston, Jay Prince. For real, let me threaten you. Like Kanye looked like he was fearing for his life. And we all know Kanye is crazy and talk mad reckless. He looked like he was fearing for his fucking life.